It's no one share.
Even the victim had out in the dressing room.
Come on, guys. Next year.
I told him what? So what?
Tycoon.
Well, you say that you spent the entire evening with Doris Robbins. How come a waiter says that you ducked out of the party alone and you were gone for a while?
I didn't make a pit stop at the job, okay? And champagne does that to me. Look, if I wanted to blow up everybody I was sore at, I'd need a truck just to carry around the dining.
How'd you know it was dynamite?
What else do you blow up cars with? Cookie dough?
There was bad blood. Brian,
They're like brothers.
why'd he dump you as his manager?
Ever hear of Cain and Abel?
What do you do, sir? Catch you autographing his checks?
Who told you that? His girlfriend? She was lying.
She didn't tell me anything. Thanks, tip. Yeah, I thought I recognized you, Mercer. So I had him put you through the computer. 6 years ago, you were busted on the same charge.
The charge was dropped.
Yeah, after somebody slugged your client and threatened her life.
I was cleared, Lieutenant. For
For
Brian East, he was a fading second rater. I couldn't waste my time on him. Donnie Harrigan is fine. There's no one better.
Really? How come he got his socks beat off by this fading second rater? It's all yours, Len.
I keep this on my laptop.
Is this going to take long?
Probably. Mrs. Fletcher?
Normal robot stuff.
Lieutenant Travis. How do you do? By the way, I caught your lecture in contemporary fiction last spring in Boston College. It's first-rate stuff.
Thank you very much.
So, tell me, what was I doing wrong?
Sorry.
Oh, come on. I know that head-shaking look. I ought to. My wife often enough.
Don't you think you're wasting your time questioning people who might have had a reason to kill? I mean, he couldn't possibly have been the intended.
I know. Nobody could have known he was going to borrow the McDermott woman's car. I just wanted to shake up that sleaze bag Mitch Mercer a little.
Well, I'd say you shook him up a lot.
The real question is, who would want to kill Miss McDermott?
Carol.
What happened? Jessica, I don't understand.
Maybe you better take her home.
Yes.
We have to talk.
Tomorrow.
Mr. Robinson, is your daughter well enough to talk now?
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you. Carol, we're home.
Tycoon. No idea what worked.
Carol, would you mind very much if I date with you tonight?
No, Jessica, I don't mind.
Thank you. Could I get you some tea or coffee? Maybe just some conversation. Caroline, I know it's hard, but if you could just let it out.
I'm all right. I'm trying to get some sleep.
You know, I like the idea of you alone these next few days. Perhaps your sister could come and stay.
No. I'm sure she couldn't.
Tomorrow, why don't we call her the
Just because Barbara's come back doesn't mean
come back?
okay, Jessica.
Hello?
Carol?
No, this is a friend. Who is it?
A young athlete has died before his time, and we ask ourselves why it has happened. For the moment, there is no answer, and we can only serve his memory and pay him the homage he deserves. That's why the remaining games for the Children's Fund Tournament will be dedicated to our friend, Brian East. Thank you.
Sissy, is it true that you once had a relationship with Brian East?
Donnie, how about his being murdered hours after you lost him?
Can't you see? He's upset. He just lost a real friend.
Carol, what are you doing here? You didn't have to come in.
I know. I wanted to.
Don't you think you should
So
rest?
far,
Maybe it's a good thing to go.
Well, I can understand that. I felt the same when my Annie died.
Oh, I should check this morning's receipts.
Good idea. You don't want to do that.
See you later, Jessica.
Like my daughter Doris. Thinks she's tired, but you can see right through her, right down. Strange, both of them hurting over the same man.
Oh?
Doris and Brian were almost engaged before Carol left the picture. Carol is a fine girl. Glad you're looking at.
No, it's only temporary. I'm afraid I have to go home as soon as the tournament is over. You know, I really wish that she could find someone to stay with her.
It'd be so difficult. You've got lots of friends.
What about Barbara?
Barbara. Carol's sister Barbara.
Yes. I have the feeling that they have a sort of falling out every time I mention her name. Tightens up.
Then you don't know.
Know what?
Photograph you were looking at taken 4th of July 3 years ago. Barbara took Stone. Asked Carol for money. Carol refused. They had a terrible fight right after that photograph was taken. Last time any of us ever saw Barbara alive. The next day she died in a plane crash.
WSM, Friday nights.
Gotta drop a new one, your time zone.
Let's go! The National Women's Soccer League, Friday
no,
nights.
I'm not
On Friday.
sitting here on Roblox TV.
Carol, are you free for lunch? I'm starved. And you really should call.
I'm not very hungry. And I have to take some figures. Something's wrong. What is it?
Elliot told me about Barbara.
Barbara? What about her?
You know, you shouldn't have let me go on like that.
Tell you what? What are you talking about?
Barbara was killed in a plane crash 3 years ago.
Gosh.
Elliot's wrong. I wasn't killed in any plane crash.
Oh?
Of course not. I saw her just a few days ago.
Alright.
Oh,
I
excuse
just
me. I
got a
really have to
message from Mike Dickerson to ask you to be on the lookout for a set of keys in the field house or weight room.
July 5th, Mass Central Airlines. Well, here, read it yourself.
14 games.
Destination Chicago. Suspected cause of crash.
Mechanical malfunction during an electrical storm.
Well, it's
Everybody
Mike
on board.
Dickerson's boy,
Crew
David.
and passengers impact.
So if you
Crash
see
happened.
a set of keys, let me know and I'll get a hold of Mike.
Oh, yes, here is the name you were asked about. Barbara McDermott,
Okay.
Carol's sister, once she insists is
Yeah.
still alive. Try
I
this
just
address.
thought, since he sent me the
Tell me if
message
somebody
asking
made a
for
mistake.
me to ask you to keep an eye out for him, I better call you and do that.
This is it.
Mike said
Barbara
Don,
McDermott.
ask Don if he will.
There's no stone.
He knows who you are.
Never ordered one.
Mike
Never
Dickerson
ordered to the
is
care.
the one that
Cleaning the grave
drives bus 8, so he's
Well,
the first one out
families
in
are
the
like that.
afternoons.
Ted is dead. Like they didn't care for her when she was alive. Care you
Hey.
now.
You're welcome. Bye.
hair and cleaning? And some flowers too.
Bless your hand. Dermot? Dermot? And Travis? Dermot? What is it?
Try to get me the police. This is an emergency. Who did it? Barbara. Barbara killed.
Why the hell did Lieutenant go to that house?
Mind if I sit down? It's been a long night at the hospital.
You've had a long night. I had to tell his wife.
Tell me, did he discuss much about the case with you, Sergeant?
All I know is he had a lead of some kind. Travis mostly worked out of his hat.
She's still under sedation.
Great. That's great. My only witness, and I can't get her for a statement.
Did you pick up?
So much. Why didn't he wait for me? Why didn't he leave me a message? You want some coffee? What friend? He was my partner. Maybe he found something and then he confronted with it.
Carol?
Yeah, Carol. You see anybody else there? You walk into the house, you find her alone with a body, and she says that her sister did it.
It's possible that Carol saw someone in the house.
It's also possible that you arrived after she killed her, and she pretended to be Looney Tunes so she could be the murderer.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I can't believe that.
Well, do you believe that her sister climbed out of a grave, took a bus, and... Excuse me, please. I gotta call my... Let her know I'm still... Likes to be up on things.
Mrs. Fletcher,
Miss Barnes,
is it true what I heard about the police lieutenant getting killed?
yes, I'm afraid it is, but they're wrong.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm not exactly a member of the Carol McDermott fan club. It's too straight and narrow to work. If there's anything I can do.
That's very thoughtful, and I know she'll appreciate it. You didn't by any chance know Barbara, her sister?
And even know that sister.
The lady gets around.
Donnie, what are you doing here? She'd be in London by now.
Yeah, me too. But I still may have to play.
Got yourself a deal. Donnie says I have to take Brian's place in the semifinals.
Mrs. Fletcher, is there something I can help you with?
I was looking for your daughter.
Mitch and I had just finished.
Right. You know as soon as you cut that check for Donnie's new expenses. See you later, Doc. Baby.
Have you noticed that you're starting to sound like a client?
You got that now?
Once, at Carol's house when I went there to pick up some papers for my father.
Oh, you saw her, but you never met her?
Well, I didn't actually go into the house. I started to ring the bell,
and I heard a terrible fight inside. A woman's voice was screaming at Carol. I walked around to the rear, to the kitchen, and I heard Carol begging Barbara to go away and stay out of her life. When I peeked to the kitchen window, there was this redhead with her back to me, smashing everything she could get her hands on.
And where was Carol?
Actually, I didn't see her, but I know she was there because Barbara kept telling her she was going to get even for everything.
And Barbara, what did she look like?
I didn't see her face. As I said, she had her back to me. But her voice.
What?
It was like Carol's, only huskier and full of hate. Oh, it was awful. Papers or no papers, I didn't want to go in there, so I left.
Your memory is very vivid, even after 3 years.
3 years? No, this was only a couple of months ago. Look, I know about the plane crash, and that she's supposed to be dead. But all I know is what I heard. Carol called her Barbara. If she wasn't Barbara, who was she?
A little more to the left. Now, the cup over here. Let's try to create space in the center of the display. Jessica, I thought you'd be at the hospital with Carol.
She's sleeping.
That's fine, thanks.
Well, I just left Doris. She seems very happy with her new responsibilities.
She needs something to keep her busy. Oh, not Carol's job. She's just filling in.
Expecting a new trophy?
Actually, we're presenting one, posthumously to Brian East. We'll keep the trophy in the club with Carol's permission, of course. After all, this was the scene of his last brilliant victory on the court.
It's odd that the fallen torch should be snatched up by his vanquished opponent.
Yes, well,
Yes, I know. It's business. Elliot, I don't want to be pessimist. Certain things have been troubling me. Tell me, what do you remember about Barbara McDermott?
she was a very sick girl. By sick, I mean unstable. Carol nearly went broke getting her out of one scrape after another. She brought her to Boston and took her in after their parents died.
There was a terrible highway accident near Capitola, I remember.
And finally, when Barbara was admitted to that hospital in West Belfafield, Carol made that 200-mile round trip every Thursday, rain or shine, without
You don't have to remember the name of that hospital, do you?
Clover's a private hospital for the treatment of mental illness.
Oh, I didn't know.
Well, I'm Rosie. Can I help you?
Well, I hope so. I do realize that all information regarding patients is confidential.
Strictly.
Well, the young woman that I'm
Yes,
inquiring
Mr.
about was a
Impatient.
patient here several years ago, and her name was Barbara
Yeah.
McDermott.
I told you I had something you could use, and you had to go buy a backpack.
Oh,
Unpublished as yet, but you're so right. Research.
I hadn't got it to you.
Grabs a reader.
You-
You know what I mean? Now,
Don't worry about it. You already got
you are
something.
talking nature stories. Here.
It was size for a backpack, but you had asked me to get you if I had something, and I hadn't got it to you yet.
About outer space, that's where I'm from.
You couldn't wait. It doesn't. It's not like a
Rosie, how
purse.
long have you been a patient here?
I'm
Long
not
enough
showing
to
it to you
get
now.
the readmission file into this computer.
You're
I
just
know her name,
SOL.
Barbara McDermott was ever treated here.
Could you possibly?
It was a duffel bag.
Oh, it's not necessary. I ran it through yesterday for this guy from Boston.
Lieutenant Gunn.
Well, I found a duffel bag too. So
I'm really interested in I told him
now what?
that there was a McDermott treated here. That's why I used, but the name wasn't Barbara. It's Carol.
Okay.
Sergeant, there you are.
I do not have school that day, so yeah, I can take you to the airport.
Yesterday.
Is that so?
Carol McDermott was an outpatient at a mental hospital until the day of the plane
Sneezing.
crash 3 years ago.
I hate to burst your bubble, man, but I know all about it. Come on.
senor.
Someone I want you to meet.
What's up,
How are you?
Doing good.
Thanks.
I brought somebody to see you.
How's school?
Good.
Mrs. Fletcher.
Yes.
But you may not remember me. I'm Barbara McDermott,
I'm good.
Carol's sister.
You seen Carol once?
NWSL.
Not just Roblox.
So Roblox.
The National Women's Soccer League.
Still.
Friday nights. Live on
I'm
Friday.
recording.
Friday,
When I was
That's
little,
what I was
wanted
showing
Carol
you.
promised she'd take good care of me if anything happened to her. Carol gave it her best
My
shot.
YouTube channel.
I
Well,
was a real handful.
I didn't.
I was
It started not that long
I thought I
ago.
knew it all. You name it, I tried it. I guess
Roblox with
the last
Max.
straw came when I made an awful scene in front of
Yep.
Carol's boss and his family.
4th of July party at the rec.
Yeah.
The next day, Carol booted me out of the house.
All right.
She told me not to come back until I got myself
Just so you know, you
straightened
might
out.
want to look it up on Google
I
too,
guess she
because it
thought I'd
doesn't
come
want to show up
crawling.
on YouTube for some reason.
Not me. Oh no. I took her car and headed west.
What?
That's when I picked up a hitchhiker, a girl.
No,
I
Roblox
needed
with
somebody
Max.
to tell my troubles too. Well, she had some troubles of her own.
Yeah, but I'm also playing
Switchblade
Roblox.
knife. She stole the
And
car.
the viewers would
my
expect me
money,
to play a
my
lot of
purse, and
different
my
games,
ID.
not just Roblox.
And she was the one who died in the plane crash.
So you going, Grandma, with me?
I read about it the next day.
And you still didn't go home. Didn't even make a lousy phone.
When I realized I was dead, it was like being reborn.
There we go, Grandma.
I wanted to go someplace and start over and forget all my troubles with Carol. I thought she'd be glad to get rid of. I was messing up her life.
At 4 a.m., you're going to be up and ready to go at 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
Some
Yeah.
rides. And I didn't stop until I got to
Sure.
Seattle.
I don't think
For a couple
so.
of years, things weren't so good. I was drinking.
I know, you got to be there at 6, so yeah, 4 a.m. We got to be gone
I
by.
got into this group, and they're straightening me out. I have a job and a nice place to live. I've met a guy, and we're talking about getting married.
And you decided to contact your sister.
Well, it's part of the group that I'm into, trying to square things with people we've hurt in the past.
Yeah, right now I'm live.
But
I need
I
my
couldn't do it
mic.
by phone. I knew I had to face her,
Yeah, I still be at the airport at
so I came back to Boston last week.
When you confronted Carol,
5:50
She
a.m.
acted
Yeah.
strange. Like she couldn't accept it was really me standing there.
I can see it.
Like she didn't believe I was her sister.
5:50 a.m.
Yep.
Anyway, that's what
People keep sending me trade requests.
you tried to get in touch with her again. 2 nights later, after Brian East's death,
I heard about it on the radio. How
I answered the phone. You hung up.
you?
I'll be there at 6.
I thought it was just Carol being spooky.
Spooky?
Oh.
Look, I've told you all I know.
I'm gonna let you go. I found these notes
All right.
about Travis's desk.
All right.
We talked about everything at the
This
hospital.
mirror is Roblox with Max, not gaming with
It
Max.
seems that Carol felt inadequate to the job of taking care of Barbara. Not like her parents would have done if they'd been alive.
All right.
Although he never treated her like
Your
a lost
grandmother
sister,
bat.
Doctor imagines Carol's guilt was overwhelming. Her probable
What?
reasoning, if she hadn't tossed Barbara out of the house, Barbara
Give
would
me a
still be
second.
alive.
Gee whiz.
It's possible Carol dealt with it by refusing to admit Barbara was
Hello.
dead, keeping her alive in her mind.
You got to be there at 5:50.
And if Barbara showed up alive, how could she acknowledge her?
So you got to be there before 5:50.
Maybe. But even so, there's no proof that Carol killed anyone.
Means we need to leave. Let's see, you got to be there about 2 hours early. So you get
All
through.
right, guys. I'm gonna be back.
Yeah, we got to leave about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Sorry about that.
Someone called Carol McDermott at the hospital. She slipped out.
Okay. Okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
Be in there waiting like she was with Travis. Go around.
Huh? All right. Bye. Love you.
He's going berserk. She finally snapped. The other personality,
Yeah.
Barbara, Barbara finally got the upper hand.
Nobody here. But I found this dynamite in the kitchen.
The number one, initial APB. Carol McDermott, presumed dangerous.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but didn't you thoroughly search the house when Lieutenant Travis was murdered?
You know this place with a tweezer.
But you didn't find any dynamite then. Why did you suddenly find it now?
Because she had it hidden.
Then why suddenly unhide it?
Mrs. Fletcher, this is not advice. This is an order. Now stay out of this. We're dealing with a person who's not only dangerous, but desperate.
I'm afraid we are.
So I throw down my racket, right? And I go over to the chair and start yelling real loud so everybody can hear.
Including the Prince of Wales, laying down and after the royal family.
So he says to me, he says, resume play, sir. I shall find you in contempt. He says, fella, you couldn't find a bowling ball in a teacup. And then he starts reading me the riot act. You know, tradition of the games, civility of gentlemen. Can you believe that? My country's big claim to fame is warm beer.
Lieutenant.
Excuse me.
Wow, Mrs. Fletcher, would you care to join us?
Oh, I'm sorry, but this is urgent. I'm looking for Carol McDermott.
Yeah, you and that homicide cop. Just called, said to call him back if she showed.
But we're leaving.
Well, have you seen Elliot Robinson?
Yeah, this place is deserted. We closed this bar up about an hour ago.
Jessica, what are you doing here?
Looking for you, Elliot.
Me? Why? What's wrong?
Today you removed a photograph from the trophy case that I had noticed the night that Brian was killed.
What are you talking about?
It showed you posing with your wife and your daughter 3 years ago on the 4th of July.
I was rearranging the decorations.
In the background were two blurred figures. One of them was Carol and the other was Barbara.
So, what?
Your daughter lied to you. Doris told me she didn't know Barbara McDermott, that she'd never met her.
She made a mistake.
It was no mistake, Elliot, or you wouldn't have removed the picture because you knew what else she had told. Desperate lie about hearing Carol pleading with Barbara in their kitchen 2 months ago.
Please.
But I wasn't supposed to believe that it was Barbara. Doris wanted me to believe it was Carol pretending to be Barbara. A tormented Carol on the verge of a breakdown. Which is why you made sure both Lieutenant Travis and I ended up at that sanitarium. You wanted us to learn of Carol's psychiatric treatment. You wanted Carol to take the blame for setting the bomb in her own car. You wanted us to believe that it was the Barbara side of her personality that had tried to kill Carol.
Why would I do that?
To protect someone that you couldn't bear to lose. You'd already trashed Carol's house, added the dynamite and that red wig, to convince everyone that poor Carol was the mad killer. Then you called her at the hospital and arranged to what? Meet her on the outside? To take her where?
Really, Jessica, this is preposterous.
Where is she, Elliot?
Look, you're upset. Let's go somewhere and we'll talk it out, huh?
What the hell's going on here, Elliot? She tells me she's looking for Carol McDermott. The cops are looking for her, and I'm pulling out a parking lot, and the guard wants to know whether you and Carol are still here.
Then she is here.
No.
Oh, come on. He saw you drive in together a half hour ago.
Oh, no. Oh. There's still time. Call an ambulance and the police.
This is an emergency.
Alright.
Introducing Alexa Emergency Assist. Hands-free, fast, 24/7 help when you need it most. It helped fast. Just ask.
This is an emergency.
I didn't want to do it. I had to.
To protect Doris.
I found the dynamite. And when I confronted Doris with it, she told me everything.
Liar.
She has this hate for Carol. Sick, psychotic. She loved Brian. Then when Carol took him away, something snapped. She put that bomb in Carol's car. And then when Brian was killed in her place,
Good morning, Mr. Robinson.
the next day she went back to the house to find Carol, finish the job. She took a knife from the kitchen and started up the stairs. When she heard the front door start to open, she ducked into the closet and waited. Through the crack, she recognized Lieutenant Travis. She knew that if Travis found her there, he'd put everything together. So she stabbed him and ran out.
And when Carol came home, she caught a glimpse of Doris. Trick of light or her emotions made her think that it was Bob.
My only hope was to make you think Carol was crazy. I had no idea Barbara was really alive.
Where is Doris?
Home. I have a nurse with her. She's sedated. I know I should have told you. But I couldn't. You see, she's all I had left.
We'll get a statement.
Of course.
Mr. Fletcher, she'd like to see you.
Thank you.
Don't be silly.
I feel like such a fool. Elliot called me at the hospital. Said there was something very important he had to talk to me about. We drove here to the club. And he fixed me a drink.
Yes, I know.
And that's the last thing I remember. Jessica, there's so many things I have to sort out.
Barbara, you know, she tried very hard to protect you. She was very concerned.
I'd like to see you.
Oh, I think you two are going to see a great deal of each other for a long, long time together.
At Longtown Silver's, throw boring overboard with the fish and shrimp feast. Dipped in our signature batter and fried to golden perfection. Complete your feast with Wisconsin white cheddar cheese bites and ride a wave of melty goodness. Order ahead at longtownsilvers.com. Fish yeah!
I have a nurse with her. She's sedated. I know I should have told you. But I couldn't. You see, she's all I had left.
We'll get a statement.
Of course.
Mr. Fletcher, she'd like to see you.
Thank you.
Don't be silly.
I feel like such a fool. Elliot called me at the hospital. Said there was something very important he had to talk to me about. And we drove here to the club. And he fixed me a drink.
Yes, I know.
And that's the last thing I remember. Jessica, there's so many things I have to sort out.
Barbara, you know, she tried very hard to protect you. She was very concerned.
I'd like to see you.
Oh, I think you two are going to see a great deal of each other for a long, long time together.
You show your face in here one more time and you're done.
Tonight, on Murder, She Wrote.
This is the final night of the Mardi Gras festivities.
Oh, it's Jessica, your cousin from Maine, you know, Frank's wife.
Have you been sleeping with my husband?
After I'm reelected.
Six commandos parachuting into Area A11. Bring them back to Stalag 15.
Sounds easy enough so far.
Easy? It's insulting. All of a sudden we have taxi cab.
Yeah, at least we're not a yellow. We might be a camp, but at least we're not a yellow.
I just said that, and I wasn't even trying to be funny.
You weren't. Coming in to grab Rommel.
Rommel? Field Marshal Rommel? The Desert Fox, the Terror of the Roof, the Galloping Ghost.
That was Red Grange. He was wounded by a strafing fighter and is now recuperating in a small private hospital outside of Hamilburg.
I've got quite a job ahead of them.
So do we. How are we going to get six commandos past all those SS? Let's take a look and find out where Area A11 is. It's 2 miles from Hamilburg and about 12 miles from home.
Yeah, and plenty of space in between. First patrols are going to be on the alert. Remember to hear that plane.
There's a good chance somebody will spot the parachutes.
Yep, and then it's a race to see who picks up who.
If they're getting too wishful word, taxi cabin, a very fast one.
But never a yellow one.
Oh, shut up, Carter. Since the SS will be blocking the roads, but a truck carrying British prisoners with German guards shouldn't have any trouble, but
I get the message. A radio line will tell them to drop their guys in flight uniforms.
right, tell them we'll be in German uniforms. We'll use the cricket code ID.
What?
No, all we need is a truck. Carter, new cricket. Check the motor pool, see if one's been brought up for repair.
Okay. We'll check. I'm sure one's on its way.
Yeah, first one we see.
As long as it isn't yellow.
And Longtown Silver's throw Warren overboard the fish and shrimp feast, dipped in our signature batter, and fried to golden perfection. Complete your feast with Wisconsin white cheddar cheese bites and ride a wave of melty goodness. Order ahead at longtownsilvers.com.
By the way, these portions done too. It gets offline. I'm assuming you guys are on there, right?
No.
Right, all right. It's hell in a hustle there. I don't think wants this truck fixed by this afternoon. Not gonna disappoint our Colonel Blake, are we? I think here we are. We want whatever our commandant wants, and if he wants his truck fixed, well, we're gonna have it fixed by him.
Carter, I'll give the orders. Just make sure they're not obeyed. I want this truck out of commission till tonight.
Yes, sir.
dull boy.
We are Star 13 Lights, Star Boy.
Very good. Well, I see you are in excellent humor.
Shut up, folks. I'm not an excellent humor.
Yamuda, come in. You are in excellent humor to be in such a nasty humor.
I know how anxious you are to know when your truck will be ready, and I can assure you.
Hogan, this truck is supposed to pick up supplies this morning. What I want to find out is, why is it being repaired, huh?
Why is it being repaired? Luke Kurt's our mechanical engineer, so I'll have him give you the answer. Luke Kurt, without getting too technical, would you explain to Colonel Plink why the truck being repaired?
You probably forgot what my
Very well.
You could ask for a cleaner explanation than that, sir. Obviously, it wasn't all broken down right to see here.
I would like to see just how really broken down it is.
I'm begging your pardon, sir. And as much as we don't know the extent of the damage, trying to start the engine might prove dangerous.
Hogan, get out of my way. I do not believe that there is anything wrong with that truck. You and your men are just using it as an excuse for loafing. Now, Schultz, get in there and stop that engine.
Now, what is going on?
What kind of danger do you think there might be, Hogan?
on my YouTube
Fire,
channel.
who knows?
Nothing is going to happen, Schultz. Just get in there. Not another word out of you.
What?
Man!
Roblox with maps. There's no spaces in there.
I think my driver's license has expired.
Nothing is going to happen. Stop the engine.
It came up on Google. What?
They all should be within this half-mile radius, right?
Nothing came up on Google.
You cover the northeast area.
That's strange, because I'm live right now.
Repeat it at 10
I'm
seconds.
still live.
My reply is,
Real quick.
alright, we rendezvous in
Alright,
40 minutes.
share your screen to me and search up the name.
See?
Go to Roblox ERLC San Andreas Sheriff Patrol. That's one of my videos. Yeah,
We all get the same signal. There's no sign of any commandos. I could squeeze
that's my channel right there.
I was standing there all the time. I didn't see you. Better not stand here.
Alright, and there's the live stream right there that said live. Alright. What should pop up is rude. I'll tell you something should pop up, but everybody mad.
I always crack my knuckles when I get nervous. I'd like to crack my knuckles too. Right into a big mouth.
What does do? Nothing, Carter. Nothing. But the next time you get nervous, place your nails, huh?
I want to know. I'm so smooth. You're coming down to the dead man.
Alright, we go back.
Good heavens. Ken Hogan.
Now, hold the file, lads.
The SS is out there, no truck. And fast.
Now, my chaps need a breather. Have no fear. We'll see Jerry before he sees us. Who's standing to watch, David? What I like about Turbin, always takes the dirty jobs himself. That goes through on watch. Well, it's really an expression, old man. I mean, when there's nothing to see, there's really nothing to watch. What? He got ears like a head. He hears things most of us don't. Probably sees things most of us don't, too. Sees it as pop. Oh, haha! That's good, Hogan. Awesome good. I keep forgetting that keen wit of yours. Laugh about it. You could look dead in the face and laugh about it, couldn't you?
No, I don't believe I can, Colonel. You said your men are tired. Let's get back to the truck and start at 13.
Now, I have a much safer idea. You and your men ride in the truck. My boys and I will follow on foot.
It's 10 miles.
Oh, really a pleasant stroll for us. You see, if we rode in the truck with you, wouldn't that be putting all our eggs in one basket?
They call it the most practical plan. Now, you said your men were exhausted.
And so they were. With a few more minutes rest, and they'll be screaming at the traces. What do you say to that, lad?
to get your men back to the truck. Right, that's an order. Remember, I have more time in grade. That gives me rank over you, sir. Try to remember that. None of us will ever forget it.
What are you trying to say? Look into it more. What?
That's a ring of disaster for me, too. Those guys must be crazy to follow Crippling on a 10-mile march. They had to be crazy to follow him on the plane. Did we on the radio in London tell him what happened? Carter. I'm sorry, I didn't. How can I crack my knuckles with my hands or my palms? Oh. It's happy. Yeah. It isn't happy. Why, it's as though someone were red. Gently red on my eyes. Drop it first before I even make it to say one more word.
What trying to say?
Come in, Hogan! Hogan, come in! Come on, Hogan! Hogan, will you come? Nothing.
Introducing Amazon Pharmacy. Now you can get your meds delivered just like everything else. We make it easy to understand and compare prices and copays, and we work with most insurance plans, so you don't have to worry about it. Once we have your prescription, your meds should arrive in just a few days. We'll send you updates along the way, so you're always kept in the loop. Plus, you can request refills or see your medication history, and if you have any questions, we're always available. Sign up for Amazon Pharmacy today.
Anya. Moving into our first home came with a lot of unknowns.
That's why we got Blink Outdoor 4, wire-free smart security cameras.
With HD day and night video and person detection, we never have to wonder.
Yes, sir. I was surrounded. 300 against 7. They closed in, rifles at the ready, machine guns and mortars ringed us. You didn't try to fight your way out of this one. My men are trained killers, human fighting machines. They ask no quarter and they give none. They don't know the meaning of the word surrender. That can lead to some nasty arguments. However, I do know what the word means. I said it and I meant it. And the look I saw on the faces of my command, I remember until my dying day. I failed them, Hogan. I failed them. You saved the lives of your men. I'm sorry you didn't call me that. I'm a disgrace to this uniform. A vital mission has been ruined because I had to do things my way. You know, driving back here, I'm beginning to think, I realized your plan was better than my plan. I had the very same thought myself, sir. Since we're being honest, I didn't like Colonel Hogan's way from the very start. Now, Colonel Christensen's plan, that makes sense to me. I said nothing because I'm only a corporal. Private. It won't be decent of you chaps to say that, but, well, the fact is you got back here without any trouble, and I had nothing but trouble and got nowhere at all. You did? You escaped, and that must have been a pretty neat trick. Yeah, how did you manage to get away? Well, they ordered us into the back of the truck. After the last man was in, I waited for them to make room for me, and while I was waiting, the truck drove off. You realize you were standing there? Well, of course, I was stunned, too, but I quickly regained my senses and ran after them. No, thanks, sir. I want to be with my men. I mean, they need us here. Who knows what will happen to them without me? That's right. What happened to them with you? I mean, if you hadn't surrendered, then nothing them better than being free. That's the thing was so dark they didn't see it. You mean? They didn't even miss it. I wasn't worth the space I'd take up. I'm looking on the radio, Colonel. Good. They must be informed that a vital mission has been botched. Hold it a minute, kid. Time is of the essence, Hogan. They might just be able to fly in a second unit to pull it off. You have all the details of the mission? Of course. The hospital is just outside Hamilton. Ronald is in suite 101. And to deliver in tomorrow night at midnight for the underground. No?
Yes, Robert.
We have a sub standing by. But all you need are some expert fighting men to handle
Working.
And they aren't easy to find. Failing, we're about to volunteer.
Oh, I can tomorrow afternoon.
We could use some action for a change. This mission might be a sticky one.
Well, then might as well try it. You can't do any worse than you've already done.
They can't see what you're playing live on YouTube, Gabe.
You may be volunteering for an extremely dangerous night's work. Oh, sure, danger is my middle
Say it out loud, Robert.
We'd just be
Can't see anything that you are playing.
fine, lad.
Only hear it is what you are watching on Hogan Zero.
Oh, give me a second. Hold on.
You knew what you're doing.
We're supposed to grab it.
It would help.
And you got the message about the baptism, right?
Hold on. Give me a second.
That's fine. I just wanted to make sure you had the option. You know? Okay.
Hold on. Do you guys see it now?
He said he thinks he got it fixed. Drew can't see anything.
Still can't.
Got a black screen with two blue dots. Now, can you see your brother? Can he see his brother?
Hello.
You're gone. The camera's gone. Gabe, look.
That's crazy. What the heck? What's going on? Are you guys trolling me?
Tomorrow afternoon sometime.
Are you guys trolling me?
Okay, you go right ahead and your haircut by then.
Man, they gotta be trolling me right now.
All right, love you. Bye.
You make troubles, but there's one thing you don't take, and that is hate. Then use your own pen. Oh, you know very well that young Walker has transferred my entire maintenance through the Brahma service. In that case, if I
Oh my goodness.
demanding. My men are the kind, the more you push, the less they do. Who's pushing? I'm doing nothing. And that's exactly what they're doing. You'll find me, man. No, you're not. You're a snippy troublemaker. Scheming trouble. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I want no more loafing on the top. All right, that truck will be ready if we have to work all night. I'm going to post a guard. We gotta stop. A guard? Oh, now you carry things too far. There's no reason in the world for you to post a guard over my head. Hogan, when you say there's no reason in the world, that's reason enough for me. Ron Hilda, have Sergeant Schultz stand guard over the men at the motor pool. And get this, him to take his gun.
No? What the heck? Hold on.
Lie down there, the cot in the pool room. Lie down in the pool room, while we stay in that
See it now.
You can get this thing started.
Can you see it now? Okay. Still no? I would suggest try watching this on your TV then. or just leave my stream. What? A dancing dog. Why is there a dancing dog? What? What the heck is a dancing dog? What's a dancing dog?
I'll take care of that. Dancing dog. I've had the Newkirk do it, the electrician. He doesn't take anything to pull a switch. The right switch.
I don't know why there's a dancing dog.
I have a complete diagram of the electric circuit. Why don't you let Newkirk have a look? I don't think I'd be foolish enough to carry it with me, though. No,
What?
I wouldn't do that. You'd memorize and burn it. Right to us, I was afraid of. Anyway,
Now you can see who's here.
my mind is like a camera. Yeah, but I need fixed for film. Diagram is tucked away right in the old gray box.
Why is there a cat flying at the end?
Three switches. Left switch escape alarm. Middle switch air raid siren. Right switch main power. Follow me, lads. That's the doctor's lounge. It's occupied right now, so we'll go in. The light switch is on the wall to the right.
Follow me, George. It is the doctor's lounge.
Now, the guards won't be making their rounds for another 20 minutes. That gives us plenty of time for light. Romo should be asleep. Just to make sure, this syringe contains a powerful sedative. It works instantly. Use it if you have to.
Alright, be serious. Can you see my stream or no?
Colonel Crittenden never sends a man to do a job he wouldn't do himself. There must be no slip-ups. Relax. What do you think of?
Are you guys will see my stream or no?
Yeah, so is my memory. Remember those
Okay.
commandos that came in. All clear.
What's that?
Your memory is all again. Right.
Time they need to have an escape and an air raid at the same time. Hogan.
Bravo's room is this way.
The blazes of Bravo, we've got to get out of here. So we're on a mission. Hogan, to your man who is in charge here.
Sheila's not just my pet. She's my best bud.
You know why you can't see me if you have the camera on?
It's tricky. So I found a smarter way to blink for you. Now I can check information.
Camera's
Nice flip, Sheila.
webcam is open. That's why.
At Longtown, Throw more and overboard with fish and shrimp feast. Dip their signature batter and go to perfection. Complete your feast with Wisconsin white cheddar cheese bites and a wave of melty goodness. Order ahead at longjohnsewers.com. Fish yeah.
Where's the headquarters? Kid's still trying to raise it. What a night. What a mission. Nobody's ever going to believe it. I don't believe it myself. We captured field Marshal Waddle. What failed Marshal?
Rommel! You think it's to anybody else who is defeating my son? Rommel? The Rommel? What are you doing here? Recuperating from his wounds in a hospital nearby, and he would like to make an inspection.
Sure, Rommel.
And on one, there's a box.
Yes, I'm afraid.
You can read all about it in the paper. Not schnell, raus,
I got London, girl. Stand by, Mama Bear. I hope he doesn't get us too much credit for this.
Come in, Goldilocks. Are you there, Goldilocks?
Speaking, I understand we shipped the wrong package.
Not at all. No, it was a prize.
A prize or surprise?
Well, both, of course. I mean, here we were, trying to take Rommel, and who do we kidnap but Toddley himself? Well, that wasn't the plan, you know.
I know.
And how you knew Admiral Toddley in the same hospital as Rommel? Sure. One of chaps did a splendid.
It's very flattering, but I think we could have done it without you, sir.
Oh, really? I hardly remember a thing. Well, I suppose natural in the heat of battle, huh?
Yes, sir.
Well, you chaps were such a help last night. I decided we'd work together on an assignment. Now, how does that strike?
I'm afraid the Germans are jamming us, Mama Bear. You know, being a prisoner of war is a very dangerous branch of the service.
Now I know there are some tools that I pick on my streams.
Oh?
Now I know there are some things I gotta work on my streams.
Okay.
Clark kept saying he's seen a dog dancing on my streams. Then said he can see Hogan's Heroes.
Don't know what to say.
Like, what the heck?
Play Hogan's Heroes, that's what you're doing.
I'm not. Then of course true. Is that he can't see me. Of course you can't see me, my cam isn't on. I don't plan on doing a face reveal anytime soon.
What did you say? Do that, put a mask on.
What?
Put a mask on.
Put a mask on?
Yep.
You know, like what some of the other YouTubers would do when they actually want to reveal their face.
Just get in line there. We got passports for you. Civilian clothes, local maps, local money, and some food parcels. I got some very nice in the brown. Perfect color.
Yeah, look at the lining. Finest quality. Used to be in the God's lining of
an escape center here in a prison? Well, we want to see a low-rent neighborhood. All right, keep the line moving, fellas. Hamburg, and with his coloring, Tyrolean. Has this been going on? Counting you four, we've had 519 customers. 15 just the past week.
With the guards that you walk right in here.
Not likely. Our commandant has far more important things in his mind.
The beginning of a long and beautiful friendship.
This is my fault.
Your fault.
There.
Oh yes, the Colonel's like any man. Same hopes, same dreams, desires. Except the Colonel is more lonely. But not tonight, my dear.
That's what I plan on doing. I'm familiar with this one, I already know it.
No. General, Friedrich? She's here on business.
Called it.
A most very intelligence contact who brought us some papers from China. And I see you some of the ink on your face. Are you aware that 4 men escaped Stalag 12 tonight? And last week there were 9 from Stalag 20 and 3 from Stalag 9. A disgrace. But not from Stalag 13. You will find me where I find Overclaim. This camp would be next. I want it and an immediate top-to-bottom inspection of every building now. Now! This might be very revealing.
Hello, this is Jessica Fletcher. I'm sorry I can't come to the phone at the moment, but I was hoping you could please leave your name and number.
Jess, you do not have an answering device to me.
Right. Hey!
These horses and cows and sheep.
Just remember this, I'm the owner of this stream. I could put you in timeout.
These escapes are far too well organized. There must be an underground clearing station somewhere helping these prisoners. An underground clearing station? Without question. We are going to find it. Oh, plane. Yes, sir.
Why the heck do you see a cat dancing?
My gloves over there. Sir, your gloves. You left your gloves over there. You're a very attractive young lady. It would seem to me you could do much better than that Colonel.
I am changing the game. Everybody is just banning trade requests to me.
Not very far from here. It's very comfortable. All of me and butter. Think about it, my dear.
Be sure to send us a card from London. Hey, do tell them to get on with the war, won't you?
Good luck.
That's us.
Colonel Horn, crowd's coming.
Welcome, Schultz. Can I count this hour, sir?
That comes to a waste of time. Just because prisoners can escape other camps doesn't mean they can't come here.
Absolutely impossible.
Those were my words, exactly. Or for rest Actually, Schultz. One thing you can be sure of. In the general, I knew is the underground escape station. Now, my prisoners would be there.
The escape station, sir.
If the general really wanted to locate such a place, he could give me the trained mind like mine. I could find it just like that.
Oh, that was close. I don't like this one bit. That general sitting around. All this extra activity. Things that get a bit chancy. I think I'll try and get to the U.S. Probably be another American bomber attacking the Weiss and tunnels. The woods will be full of knocked down pilots. We'll pick up as many can. Why does London forget about that, Colonel? Those planes can't get to the tunnel all that flat.
And it would be nice if there was some that we could cut down all this extra work.
And there is. We could blow up the tunnel ourselves.
And for that, sure make life a lot easier.
Right. It's risky, but if you're all for it, we could get...
All those extra guns that Oakley put on when they just started patrolling outside the fence. Right by our exit.
Well, he's right, we're bottled up.
Maybe not.
You know, I haven't. Perhaps our commandant does.
Clink's gonna help us.
Why not? Clink is dying to cover our underground center, make points with Calder. So we plant in his mind to let us escape. He follows us on Calcetta.
Lights up, everybody, lights up. All the pilots, coming up.
All right. So anyway, that's exactly how it happened.
Exactly how? What?
I just explained to the fellows how these German POWs tried to escape from an American prison camp using one of those underground
You have been
like
put in time off for 1 minute.
The Americans solved the whole thing. It was brilliant. Hey, anybody see my toothbrush?
How did they do it? The Americans.
Well, that's all. It was quite simple. They set up this phony escape for the prisoners so that they could follow them to the underground rendezvous. You sure nobody found my toothbrush?
Did it work?
Oh, sure. Your toothbrush didn't work.
Very good, Schultz. This is... Haberland, you think it is true the story about how they found the escape center? Schultz, out. You know when the commandant forced the prisoner escape?
Schultz.
Dismiss. And then he followed them and knew exactly where they were going.
Schultz.
Get out and never set foot in this room again. Just and go and go in.
I have just come up with a brilliant idea on how to find the escape center.
Here they come. You must have taken the hook.
Remember, we need a couple of days to gather enough explosives, so play hard to get.
Herr Commandant, you are going to force the men to escape?
It won't be easy. You see, they've become so accustomed to efficient security, they've forgotten the meaning of the word. So, you must restore their desire to escape.
Good evening, gentlemen. Look, came from the Red Cross. American magazine. Hello.
Conditions are very nice at home.
Goodbye.
People.
Pretty girls.
What's a girl?
These are glorious days back there.
Especially for men in uniform just returning from overseas.
Everything their heart desires.
Well, thank you for these magazines, sir. Oh, but it's... And in return, we want to read our pledge to never embarrass you by even thinking of trying to escape.
But you're not embarrassed. I understand. It's a soldier's duty to escape. Prisoners do it all the time. Only last week, 9 men from South Philly.
But Staff Money doesn't have a colonel.
Please. Take a rest, period. Look at the magazines. Look it up, girls.
And tomorrow, I have a very special work detail coming. Picking up papers outside the fence.
Outside, sir, we're supposed to be inside the fence.
Science, I'm in charge of keeping the men inside this camp, and when I say you go outside, you go outside. Now, Schultz, feel this? Since we are short-handed, you are the only guard. Now, let's go back to my office.
Oh my! I lost my rifle! I must find or else everything will escape!
Hey, Schultz, no wrong.
Oh, here it is.
Schultz?
Oh, please don't shoot! Don't shoot! I can't do nothing!
Schultz, you gotta be more careful what you do with your things. Don't worry, we won't tell you.
make the hole big enough. I want to put another gate in. All right. That's enough for now. Leave it like that. Finish it tomorrow. Schutz. That searchlight there with the broken wire. I want you to have it fixed first thing tomorrow morning.
Careless broken wire. Newt can fix it. He's very handy with electricity. Have it done before dark.
No trouble at all, sir. Request tonight?
Alright.
We have enough to block the whole town. We can go tonight. Plenty will be happy to you just about ready to give up.
I've worked up this little petition to break the news. Thank you. Shall we?
I think here's the best time to cut off the stream.
I've been thinking that hole in the fist. Maybe we can escape from here.
Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe, leave a comment.
Baseball, sheets, and apples.
I'll probably make a stream another video tomorrow. Haven't decided yet. Depends.
Everyone's either escape, play, and put your vote in the
But I just want to advise for you that these videos, if you are a student at school, make sure you have your schoolwork before you start viewing my videos.
What is it?
Make sure everything you need to do is finished first. Like always, enjoy your day.
Introducing Amazon Pharmacy. Now you can get your meds delivered just like everything else. We make it easy to understand prices and copays.